So, welcome to this week's blog, which is titled The Biggest Mistake We Make in Relationships. Drum roll, please. And that is expectations. It's one of these things that I find so often with people is that we have this idea of how we want things to look and feel and what we want our partner to do. And when they don't meet those expectations, then we're left disappointed. We feel let down. We feel like something's wrong. But I often question, where do we get these expectations from? Where do we get these ideals? We might have some basic moral ones, like we want to be respected, we want to be listened to, we want to be loved, we want affection. But when it comes to all these other things of what we want someone to do in particular situations, how we want someone to treat us all the time, how we want them to be in an argument, how we want them to be in stressful situations, what we want them to do, how we want them to treat our family, how we want them to get along with our friends, if they don't meet those expectations, then we're often left disappointed, which can see us get resentful and angry and closed off to someone else. But I think one of the biggest things that we need to do is actually challenge ourselves on what those expectations are and where they come from. You know, you need to have a look at where did it develop? Was it something that feels innately inside of you? I mean, respect is something that is huge, and most of us as human beings have grown up learning to respect other people and wanting respect in return. So when we start to flesh out that expectation, it kind of makes sense. Say we have an expectation of, what's one that I can think of that comes to my mind? How someone should act with you in public. I know a lot of people really struggle with PDAs. I have many people that come to me that say, I'm a hand holder, I want to be affectionate, and I want to look like this in public, and my partner's just not like that and it really bugs me. Is that because you have this expectation that you are supposed to look a certain way as a couple in public, that you are supposed to act and behave a certain way, instead of actually being present and acknowledging what is going on in the relationship, how your partner is actually really treating you? Instead, you can get caught in this idea of the fact that they're not meeting your expectations. But again, we have to challenge where those expectations come from and what they are. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm encouraging you to accept being treated badly or stay in a shitty relationship. Of course, they all have boundaries and limits when it comes to how we do want to be treated. But what I am encouraging you to do is explore the expectations that you're putting on your partner and try and spend some time working out, where do they come from? Are they unrealistic? And is it something that is continually making you feel disappointed in a relationship? What can be really good is to find, 5 things that mean a lot to you of how you want to be treated, or things that you want in the relationship that you can easily express to that other person. It might be things like, it's really important for me to be listened to. It's really important for me to have a voice in the relationship. It's really important for you to respect my unique and individual opinions. It's really important for me to have affection, and I also like sexual advances. I'm just trying to think of things that you might want to share with your partner, but it's really important that you actually express to them some of the expectations that you do have. People are not mind readers. We can't just go out in the world expecting to be treated a certain way, expecting to have certain things in a relationship if we have not communicated to the other person as well. Now, of course, I can't talk about expectations in relationships without talking about social media. As much as I love social media, and this is a great way to express thoughts and ideas, just like right now, we also need to be very careful about the ideas that we get from social media. We tend to think that relationships should look a certain way, that they should feel a certain way because of the images that we're bombarded with, these Ralphies that we see over and over again. You might notice that I don't post anything about my relationship. I do like to have some level of privacy, but I also don't want to buy into this idea of the Ralphie. Maybe I will one day, but I can tell you, you're not going to see my feed, my Insta feed, filled with loved up photos of us on the beach looking perfect. Those are just the ones I send to my friends. But we are in this society where we are constantly given these ideas of what relationships should look like. There's that photo that was made famous by the couple that travel a lot, and she's out front, she's got a hand behind, and he's holding a hand. And the amount of times that we have seen that recreated in these beautiful, perfect, idealistic settings, it's now become, the way that you should express your relationship online. A lot of people do confess to me about what their relationships are really like, and there is a lot of planning and falsifying that can go into many of those photos. So we do have this society where we're all trying to keep up with the Joneses online, but even the Joneses online aren't experiencing the relationship as to how it looks. I do encourage people that are posting about their relationship to be a little bit more real, maybe a little less fluffy, because there are other people that are probably looking at your profile feeling shit about themselves because they feel like their relationship doesn't look and feel like what the projected images they're showing on a social media platform. When we're looking at expectations and where we get them from, especially social media, we need to really be careful about what expectations we're getting from what. Are we getting it from social media? Are we getting it from our friends? Are we getting it from our parents? And really reassess the things that matter to us most. Are we giving our partner unrealistic expectations to fulfill, which is leaving us disappointment and resentful? Or are we stopping and experiencing and appreciating what it is they are able to give to us and the person that they really are themselves? So I hope you enjoyed that vlog. There's some serious stuff in there, but I think very useful. Now, if you would like to be notified when I post a new vlog, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link will be somewhere on this screen, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye.